You're not behind. You may feel it in your chest anyway. That quiet panic that says the day has already started without you. Your mind is reaching for the list before your body is fully awake. A tight throat. A fast scan of what you forgot, what you need to fix, who might be disappointed, what could fall apart. The light comes in and your thoughts run out, as if speed could keep you safe. Remain here for a moment. You are not failing because you woke up anxious. You are not weak because your heart is tender in the morning. You did not choose this feeling, and you do not need to shame yourself for having it. Let your breath slow, not as a trick, not as a test, just as permission to be human. Notice where you are. Notice the air. Notice the weight of your body being held by something beneath you. You do not have to hold yourself up with force. You are allowed to be supported. You may already be telling yourself, I should be further along. I should be calmer. I should have figured this out by now. That voice sounds urgent, but it is not wise. It does not define who you are. This does not have authority over you. This does not govern your mind. This does not define who you are. Listen, God is with you right now. Not later when you feel better. Not after you pray the perfect prayer. Not when your emotions are tidy. Right now, in the first minutes of your day, with your racing thoughts and your heavy chest, He is near. He is not startled by your worry. He is not disappointed by your need. He is gentle with you. Let your shoulders soften a little. Let your hands rest. If you can, place one hand over your heart, as if you are telling your own body you are safe enough to slow down. Stay with this. Let your breath move in and out, unhurried. There is a quiet sanctuary inside you that does not belong to urgency. A place where you are not being graded. A place where you do not have to prove that you are okay. You do not have to build this sanctuary. You simply step into it because God is already there. Bring your honest self into that inner room. Bring the part of you that feels behind. Bring the part of you that feels guilty. Bring the part of you that is afraid of the future. Bring the part of you that keeps scrolling, checking, adjusting, because silence feels too open. Bring it all. In this space, you can tell the truth without fear. You can say, Lord, I feel overwhelmed. You can say, Lord, I'm tired. You can say, Lord, I don't know how to carry today. He hears you without irritation. He listens without hurry. If your mind starts replaying yesterday, let it replay without your agreement. If it starts rehearsing conversations, let those words drift by like leaves in a stream. You do not have to chase them. You do not have to solve everything before breakfast. God is not asking you to sprint into the day. He is inviting you to begin from peace. Maybe you woke up with a sense of guilt, even if you cannot name what you did wrong. Guilt can sit like a stone in the stomach, making you feel like you must repay God with effort. But God is not collecting payment from you. He is offering care. He is offering a place to rest before you do anything at all. There is a line in Psalm 23 about being led beside quiet waters, not pushed, not dragged, led. That is how God treats your anxious heart. He does not shove you into calm. He walks you toward it. If your mind keeps darting away, that does not disqualify you. It only tells you where you need gentleness. And Psalm 34 speaks of God being near to the brokenhearted. Near. Not annoyed, not distant. Near. So if you feel cracked open by worry, you are not a burden. You are a person being met by closeness. Let that closeness settle in your body. Let it reach behind your ribs where the heaviness gathers. Let it touch your throat where words get stuck. Let it soften the part of you that keeps apologizing for being human. Stay with this and let your heart rest. You do not have to rush to be worthy. You do not have to scroll to be soothed. You can be still and loved. The Psalms speak of Him as a refuge, a present help when trouble rises. That means you do not have to travel far to find Him. You do not have to climb out of your feelings to reach Him. You can lean into Him from exactly where you are. Allow your heart to rest for a moment in being seen. God sees the fear you hide behind productivity. He sees the way you try to be responsible by worrying. He sees how tired that makes you, and He does not scold you. He steadies you. You're not behind, even if it feels that way. You're on time for mercy. You are on time for comfort. You are on time for a fresh breath that does not come from forcing yourself, but from being held. So breathe again. Slowly in, slowly out. Let the day wait outside your inner room for just a little longer. Let God have the first word over you. My child, you are not alone. I am with you right now. I am in the quiet. I am in the noise. I am in the places you feel strong and the places you feel fragile. You do not have to earn my presence. You only have to receive it. Remain here for a moment and let that be enough. Now, let the next minutes be gentler than the last ones. The day may be waiting, but you do not have to rush toward it like you are chasing approval. Anxiety loves to talk in the language of deadlines. It says, if you don't move fast, you will lose something. If you don't think hard enough, you will be hurt. If you don't control the tone of everything, you will be blamed. Stay with this truth. You are not held together by your worry. You are held by God. That is the center. Not that you will never feel anxious, but that anxiety is not your foundation. God is. And when your foundation is steady, the shaking does not have to become your identity. Watch how anxious thoughts behave. They rarely arrive as a single sentence. They arrive as a chain. One thought opens a door to another and another, until you are living inside a story you did not choose. A small uncertainty turns into a whole imagined disaster. A delayed reply becomes rejection. A mistake becomes a ruined future. That chain feels convincing because it is fast. So slow the chain down. When a thought rises, do not chase it. Notice it. Name it softly. That's fear trying to write ahead. Then come back to what is actually here. Feel your feet even if you are still in bed. Feel your fingers. Notice one sound in the room, one steady thing that is not demanding anything from you. Let your breath slow. Allow your heart to rest. You can be grounded without being perfect. If you are carrying fear of the future, you may feel the need to secure the next outcome before you can relax. But the future is not something you can grip into safety. It is something you can entrust. In Psalm 46, you are invited into stillness, not as a performance but as a way of remembering who is God and who is not. Stillness is the moment you stop trying to be the one who holds the world up. Try a small surrender, not your whole life, just the next hour. Offer it quietly. Lord, I give you this morning. I give you the conversation I'm anxious about. I give you the decision I'm avoiding. I give you the thing I can't control. Let that be enough. Anxiety may argue, but you do not have to debate it. You can return to truth without raising your voice. This does not have authority over you. This does not govern your mind. This does not define who you are. You are not behind, because God is not measuring your worth by your speed. He is forming you by closeness. If you feel pressure to fix yourself before you come near, release that pressure. Jesus did not call the strong to prove themselves. In Matthew 11, he invited the weary to come and find rest. Rest is not something you earn by being disciplined enough. Rest is something you receive because you are loved. So let your mind learn a new pattern. When it tries to run 10 steps ahead, bring it back to one faithful step. Ask, what is the next small thing I can do with God? Not the whole staircase. One step. Maybe the next step is simply getting out of bed slowly. Maybe it is drinking water before checking anything. Maybe it is sitting by a window for a minute without filling the silence. Maybe it is sending one honest message instead of rehearsing a perfect one. Maybe it is forgiving yourself for not being everywhere at once. Small steps can be holy. Anxiety will try to tell you that if you stop worrying, you will stop caring. But worry is not love. Worry is not responsibility. Worry is a false attempt at control. Love can be calm. Responsibility can be steady. Wisdom can be quiet. Your life does not have to be driven by inner alarms. When you notice your body tightening, treat that tightening with kindness. The tightness is not your enemy. It is a signal. It is your body saying, I need reassurance. So reassure it with truth. Place your hand on your chest again if you want. Breathe. Tell yourself, I am safe enough to take one moment at a time. God is with me right now. You may still have tasks that feel heavy. You may still have problems that need attention. But you do not have to carry the emotional weight of every problem while you carry the practical steps. You can separate the two. You can do what is needed and leave the outcomes with God. If you feel your thoughts looping, come back to a gentle question. What do I know right now? Not what do I fear? Not what do I assume? What do I know? Then let the rest be held by God. There will be moments today when you forget. A notification will spike your heart. A memory will flash. A tone in someone's voice will trigger old fear. When that happens, do not punish yourself. Return. Even a whisper is a return. Lord, I'm here. Stay close. Each return is a quiet strengthening. You are teaching your soul that peace is possible. You are teaching your nervous system that it does not have to live in emergency mode. You are building trust without forcing it. Trust grows like this, slowly and faithfully. So as you begin your day, keep your pace human. Keep your breath near. Keep your heart open. Let God lead your attention back again and again. Anxiety tried to lead you, but God is leading you now, with a voice that is calmer than fear and stronger than urgency. Before you move on, notice your breath again. Notice the light on the wall. Notice that you are here. Let your shoulders drop and take one step. Remain here for a moment, and let that be your anchor. God, I am here. I am not arriving with polished words. I am arriving with what is real. My chest feels tight. My thoughts feel busy. My heart feels tired. I bring the weight I have been carrying, the worries I keep picking up, the pressure I keep placing on myself. I do not want to be ruled by that pressure anymore. So, I come close. Let your presence meet me in the places I avoid. Meet me where I feel tender. Meet me where I feel restless. Meet me where I feel ashamed of needing help. I am not hiding from you today. I am opening my hands. I give you the expectations I cannot satisfy. I give you the fear that I will disappoint someone. I give you the guilt that keeps whispering, you should be better by now. I give you the memories that still make my body brace. I give you the questions I cannot answer. I set them down, one by one, not with drama, but with surrender. Remain here with me for a moment. Let my breath slow. Let my shoulders soften. Let my face relax. Let the inside of me stop sprinting. Lord, when my mind tries to predict every outcome, draw it back. When it tries to build stories, bring it into truth. When it tries to accuse me, cover me with kindness. This does not have authority over me. This does not govern my mind. This does not define who I am. I ask for healing in the hidden places. Heal what has been worn thin by constant worry. Heal the way I flinch when I hear a certain tone. Heal the way I rush to explain myself. Heal the way I tighten when I feel behind. Heal the part of me that believes love can be lost in an instant. Touch my nervous system with peace. Teach my body safety again. Let my breathing deepen. Let my hands unclench. Let the tightness in my stomach loosen one layer. Let the pressure behind my eyes soften. Let my heart learn that it does not have to race to survive. I picture still waters in front of me, calm and clear, not asking anything from me. I stand near that calm with all my restless thoughts, and I let the calm begin to shape me. I do not have to drown in my mind. I can be near quiet and be changed. Now I ask you to place a shelter around my inner life, not a wall that makes me numb, but a covering that keeps me from being pulled apart. Guard my imagination where fear starts its stories. Guard my thoughts where I replay worst cases. Guard my heart where old pain still echoes. Keep me safe enough to soften. Let soft light fill what feels dim in me. Not a harsh brightness that exposes me with shame, but a gentle glow that comforts me into truth. Let that light reach the corners where I have been hard on myself. Let it touch the places where I say I am late, I am failing, I am not enough. Let those words lose their grip. Lord, forgive me for believing my worry is what keeps me responsible. Forgive me for trying to carry what belongs in your hands. Forgive me for the times I have treated myself like an enemy. Wash me with mercy. Quiet the inner accuser. Teach me the sound of your voice. Be the rock beneath me today. When my emotions sway, you remain steady. When my mind scatters, you remain faithful. When my strength feels thin, you remain strong. I lean my weight on you, without fear of falling. I am not holding myself alone. I bring you my fear of the future. I bring you my unfinished work. I bring you the relationships that feel complicated. I bring you the outcomes I cannot control. I bring you the parts of my story that still ache. I place them into your care. I release the need to grip. Be my refuge when I feel overwhelmed, not only in emergencies but in ordinary moments when my heart starts to race. Stay close. Give me a quiet courage, not the kind that pretends I am fine, but the kind that says, I am held, I can breathe, I can take one step. Let that courage settle into my bones. Heal my sleep, Lord. Heal the way my mind races at night. Heal the fear that wakes me before dawn. Let rest become safe again. Let the night feel like a place where you keep watch, not a place where I have to keep watch. If grief is inside me, hold it gently. If anger is inside me, steady it with wisdom. If sadness is inside me, let it be honored without rushing. I do not need to be afraid of my feelings. I only need to bring them into your care. Teach me to speak to myself with the gentleness you use. Teach me to stop punishing myself for being human. Teach me to release comparison. Teach me to accept small progress. Teach me to return without shame. Now I breathe in and I receive. I receive your presence. I receive your love. I receive your patience. I receive your guidance. I breathe out and I let go. I let go of urgency. I let go of self-criticism. I let go of the need to control. Remain here for a moment. Let my heart rest. And as I move into my day, keep me close. If I forget, remind me. If I rush, slow me. If I tense, soften me. If I spiral, gather me. Let my life be led by your voice, not by fear. Let my steps be steady. Let my mind be clear. Let my soul be quiet enough to hear you again. Amen. Let what you have received settle deeper now. Not as a brief calm that disappears the moment you stand up, but as a quiet ceiling over your mind and heart. The day may still have demands, but demand is not your master. You are not behind, and you are not alone. Feel that again. You are not behind. You are not late to grace. You are not late to healing. You are not late to becoming steady. God is with you right now, not as a distant idea, but as presence you can return to in a single breath. So I speak peace over your inner world, not a fragile peace that breaks when something goes wrong, but a rooted peace that stays even while you feel things. If your thoughts rise quickly, you can meet them with gentleness. If your chest tightens, you can soften instead of panic. If your mind tries to sprint, you can call it back. This does not have authority over you. This does not govern your mind. This does not define who you are. Let your identity be spoken clearly, like a name that steadies you. You are loved without conditions. You are held without hesitation. You are guided with patience. You are safe enough to take the next step. If you have been living as if you must earn God's nearness, release that burden. His closeness is not payment for your performance. It is the gift of his heart. Even when you feel messy, even when you feel uncertain, even when you feel tired of your own patterns, he remains near. Now place a gentle boundary around your thoughts. Not by force, not by fighting, but by discernment. Some thoughts are not instructions. Some thoughts are old fear echoing. Some thoughts are a habit, not a truth. When they rise, you can say, I hear you, but you are not leading today. Then return to your breath. Return to the present. Return to God. I speak protection over your mind. Let what is intrusive lose its grip. Let what accuses grow quiet. Let what tries to rush you into imagined emergencies fade. Your attention belongs to God. Your imagination belongs to God. Your inner life is not open territory for every voice that knocks. I speak protection over your heart, over the tender places that get startled easily, over the places where guilt likes to sit, over the places where you keep replaying what you should have done. Mercy is stronger than your self-criticism. Forgiveness is stronger than the inner accusations. You are allowed to rest. I speak protection over your emotions. Let them be honored without being obeyed. Let them be listened to without becoming storms. Let sadness be held. Let anger be steadied. Let fear be noticed without taking the throne. You can feel what you feel and still be guided by love. And I speak protection over your body. Let your shoulders drop when you notice tension. Let your jaw soften. Let your stomach unclench one layer. Let your breathing deepen. Your body is learning safety again, and God is patient with your pace. As you move into your day, keep one simple practice. When you notice rushing, slow your next movement. When you notice comparison, return to what is true. When you notice shame, refuse it gently. When you notice loneliness, come back with one quiet sentence. God is with me right now. If the day gets loud, you can find God underneath it. If you feel overstimulated, you can step inward for a moment without leaving your responsibilities. A single breath can be an altar. A single pause can be a doorway. You are not trapped in hurry. You may still do a lot today. You may still carry responsibilities, but you do not have to carry them with tight fists. Do what belongs to you and release what does not. Do the next faithful thing and leave the outcomes with God. If you stumble into old patterns, do not punish yourself. Return. Returning is not weakness. Returning is how you learn trust. God does not shame you for needing reminders. He meets you, He steadies you, He keeps speaking. So let this morning be sealed with quiet courage. Let your thoughts be covered. Let your heart be guarded. Let your rest be protected even tonight when you lay down again. Let peace become familiar. Let it become a place you know how to return to. And if you reach for your phone today, reach with awareness. Let your fingers move, but let your soul stay anchored. You can read what needs reading without letting it name you. You can answer what needs answering without letting it rush you. If you feel the familiar spike, pause. Let your breath move slowly. Tell your heart, I am safe enough to take one moment at a time. Let God's voice be louder than the noise, steady as you go. He will keep you close. Remain here for a moment. Let your breath slow. Allow your heart to rest.